What's good with you people? Welcome back to Live from the Southside. I go by the name of Truth Tella Young Skillz. That beautiful queen to my left, that is sexy Fee. How
Hi.
you feeling today, Fee?
I am overwhelmed. I'm super excited to be back. I miss you guys. Oh my God, life has been really lifing.
Yeah,
It's been lifing.
it definitely has been,
It's
but
been
I'm
lifing.
definitely glad to have you back. Life has been lifing over
Yeah.
these last few weeks, almost about a month since you guys have seen us.
Yeah.
But don't worry, we got some stuff to talk about today. Let's get straight into it. Let's get straight into it. Without further ado, first topic that we want to get into is sexual abuse.
Yes.
Fee, do you want to lead the charge on this?
Yes. Like I said before, you guys, life has been lifing. And my daughter has been brought into a situation with an essay has been alleged. Now, I can't say too much about the case because it's still going on, but like I said, life has been life and my whole mood and attitude about all of this because of who the people are and where they stood in my life, it's really been kicking me down to the curb. I've been trying to make sure my daughter mental is still stable. I've been putting her in programs, therapeutic programs. I have my mother, her aunt, family members, and myself to try to sit and talk to her and let her be more aware of the situation that she's just she's just experienced. Um, it's scary because you never think that your kid, no matter how many days you had them since birth, would ever come across something like this, especially in the close range of people that I have involved in my life. Um, I'm brokenhearted. It wasn't even just my daughter, it was my stepson as well. So they both were victims of being allegedly essayed by a close range so-called family member.
And it hurts when it's close to home like that, you know? I think
It
that hurts
does.
the worst because it's people that we place in our lives that we feel like we could trust.
Right.
And when that trust is betrayed, and it's nothing you can do to rebuild that. You know, it's like no going back. Um,
It's not. You hope that your kid will gain stability with all of this and don't look at the world so cruel as they grow older. And that's what I'm getting at my daughter now, but
mm,
by going through with her with the programs, not just keeping her to go by herself, but I sit in there with her and I listen too because it's a lot of things that I had to learn. And my biggest question was like, why didn't she come and tell? Like, why wasn't I the first one? Why? I've told my daughter plenty of times what is and what isn't, since she was 4 years old,
mhm.
5 years old. So it's like it stunned on me even getting the information coming from somewhere else and getting the advice that you can get from the counselors, from the
Mhm.
officers that's investigating. It blows your mind that it's not just me. It's a lot of parents, and that be the first thing that they ask is why, like, why is it so late down the line that I'm finding this out?
Mhm.
What, like, was it me? Was it like, am I scary to my child? Do my child trust me? It's a lot of questions that go behind this.
And I was pulling something up. It says that 60,000 to 63,000 kids are subjected to these type of essay cases each and every year. However, because the estimated 90% of those children who've been essayed, um, it happens by someone the child knows, you know, and experts say that thousands of more cases go undetected because of the person being known to the child. So that's a very, and this is like 2026 numbers, so that's a very shocking piece of information for me to hear,
Mhm.
but it makes a lot of sense, you know, because what honestly, what do you expect a child to do in those situations? They don't really fully understand what's going on.
Mhm.
And it's just a tricky situation when it's somebody you know and supposed to love and trust. So it's really bad, you know. We have to do better and figure out what can we do to prevent these things from happening? We have to. It says at least 1 in 4 girls and 1 in 20 boys in the United States experience SA before turning 12. So just think about that, people. Think about those numbers.
Yeah.
And really talk to your children, talk to your nieces, your nephews, your little cousins. If you're the neighborhood mom, the neighborhood dad, really talk to these kids and ask questions. It may be uncomfortable, but I think somebody has to at least spark or start the conversation just to make sure we're protecting the kids that little bit more. We have to do more, you know.
Yeah. And not to put, just my daughter business. When I was 6 years old, I was sexually abused too by the neighborhood junkie. So it's like when it happened to me, my mom didn't take the measurements that I'm taking with my daughter now.
Hmm.
She just told me, don't tell dad.
Hmm.
Don't tell your dad what happened and just go upstairs and go to sleep because tomorrow's a brand new day.
That's unfortunate. That's
Yeah.
very unfortunate. It's not fair to you. It's not beneficial to your growth and development, you
Oh, it
know.
wasn't, because this is the first time I ever even said anything about that. So no one ever even knew
Mm,
that this specific thing had happened to me with my birth mother.
mm,
Me growing when traumatic things happened to me,
mm.
that's exactly what I did. I went to sleep and put it out of my brain because tomorrow will be a brand new day,
Well,
you
thank
know,
God we're not in that time
era.
anymore. And
Hmm.
we have barriers that we can put in place. And if those barriers get crossed and we can't have that layer of protection, there are things that we can do after the fact, to make sure that at least our mentals can be rebuilt,
Right.
and we don't be subject to degradation or just being torn apart because of it.
Yeah. I just grew the way I grew in silence, but it's like now I have the blueprint where I could give to my daughter and take the right precautions to make sure that she don't grow up the way that I did, mentally wise and physically wise too.
Hmm. Well, thank you for sharing that, Pete. Thank you.
You're
I
welcome,
know that
Tim.
was very touchy.
Yeah.
All right, so something that I wanted to talk about. We're gonna switch it up. Finding the right one in 2026. That could probably be classified as love or just finding that one that wants you, that you're interested in 2026. Um, in that, I have some things that I feel might be roadblocks to finding the right one in 2026.
Roblox.
Right. So a roadblock that I have is technology.
Okay.
Now this conversation is for the people who have not found the right one. All you guys out there sitting next to the right one,
This ain't for you.
this ain't for you. Congratulations. All right.
On the love.
Yeah, or whatever. No, I'm just joking. But shout out to y'all if y'all got it right. But
Yeah, I'm all for black love.
I am too, I think it's a beautiful thing, but sometimes we just can't get it right, you know. And tech, I have 3 contributing factors from my perspective. Please leave a comment and let me know if you agree, disagree, if you feel the same. But from my perspective, my first one is tech, my second one is dates, and my third one are gifts. So let's go back to the tech. I say tech because I feel technology has killed the actual interaction. Now, from my perspective, it would seem today that a girl or some of the women that I see would prefer to be approached through DMs versus physical approach.
Okay.
Um, Now, I know there are a lot of women who are watching this that are saying, "No, that's not me." Well, I don't know you. So,
Mhm.
get to know me. But from just generally, it seems like the DM thing is Yo Gotti even made a song about it. It goes down in the DM, like
It be going down in them DMs. Yeah, it be, yeah.
so I see that the actual connection when a person walks up, approaches you, that's dead because I feel like through Instagram, you could see a person's highlight reel. You could see all the things that you like about them, their attributes, and you pick what you like about it out of that initial interaction versus when a person just walks up to you, all you don't see the highlight reel above their head. You just have to go on that. actual interaction, that real time thing. And no matter how smooth it is, some women don't like that. And it seems like the majority don't. But you being a beautiful woman in 2026, let me know. How do you feel about that? Do you agree with that? Do you disagree? What side of the field are you on?
I think I'm in the middle of both duality. Because I do meet people because of my social media and the things that I've done. I do meet people, a lot of people through that way. But I would prefer the physical, like the getting the meet up, even if we have to meet somewhere, meet at the movies, meet at the park, meet at the bar, meet at the swimming pool, go meet somewhere, do a smoke and paint or something. I'm more of the physical versus the virtual stuff.
But
I
that
think,
initial interaction, that first time,
yeah.
where are you at?
I'm on the first, yeah, the physical. I would rather meet you on the
Meet
in the
you,
physical versus the
person
virtual.
walk up and say, "Hey, what's up? I'm such and such."
Yeah, I think that your Crocs look real cute. I got some blue joint. Like, yeah, I like that. Versus you seeing something and then it attracts you. I'd rather for you to see me and that would attract you because a lot of people put a lot of shit online that's fucking fake. Then when you
Mhm.
see these people in real life, it's totally different. I would rather see you or see that you have your ball spot versus you doing your Beijing or
Yes,
I'm
yes.
saying seeing you when you outside of all of this Instagram stuntness, see you, in your norm, see you in your physical. Virtually, it's good, if that's what you're about. But me, I'm a old school, always had an old school. So I like the old fashioned stuff. Hold my hand when we crossing the street, open my door, tie my shoe, put my heels on. Oh my God, I don't see men doing that, like putting their lady shoes on anymore and stuff like that. So I'm all for that stuff.
Yeah, I think that is what matters the most. The little things to me matter more than the bigger things.
Hmm.
I might miss your what a work party that you want me to come to, but you know what? I buy you flowers every week.
There you go.
You don't go a week without some beautiful arrangement.
Yeah.
I think things like that weigh heavily in my heart versus the frivolous bullshit. And I
Yeah.
like the approach. You see what I mean? It matters, but I know it just seems like times have changed.
Yeah.
I might be a dinosaur.
Time.
We might be dinosaurs, Fee. We dinosaurs.
Oh yeah, because it's like I don't know that little bit of stuff I said. It's like probably the expectations is too high because things has changed. Even with me, I don't want to be bothered with.
Yeah, I
I
think tech has set the bar to hell.
I don't want to be bothered with. Don't. Yeah,
Mm.
just get out of my face, please.
I don't think there's no going back. I think it
No.
gets worse here. I think from here, and then you think about the newer generation of kids coming up with this tech. You know,
What it's going to be like? Yeah, I fear for my kids when they get out. Or what are they going to be doing?
right?
You see what we were doing. What are they going to be
'Cause
doing?
we were going
Like,
out. We were going to house parties.
yeah.
I'm not a child, so I don't know if that's still a thing, and it's probably not because it's times got so dangerous. I don't really
People ain't
see.
having parties no
I
more.
don't see people having house parties. Maybe they are. If you're still having house parties, leave a comment below. But in my mind, I don't, especially in this area, I don't even imagine a parent wanting a whole bunch of kids coming to their house.
House, period.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
just something's gonna happen.
Yeah. People are all about that expensive shit in their home anyway. They don't want no bunch of kids running around knocking over their $800,000 Gucci Vendor
Yeah,
vase.
I definitely couldn't have
Like,
kids in here running around.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
So
they
much
would die.
expensive stuff.
Through
He's
me
not
killing
lying.
them, like, you're not getting your kids
You
back.
should send my 2-year-old. You break, you buy.
You
She
break,
go,
you
she
buy,
go
or I
around.
own this baby.
Yeah, she
So
say you break, you buy.
one or the other. But yeah, that's unfortunate. I want to talk about the other two things on my list, but in tech, real quick, thinking about the kids coming up right now and how I am noticing the trend of physical connection dying. Do you even think that they will even know about, like, remember, you can attest to this. Maybe you're walking somewhere and somebody in the car is like, "Hey, what's up, girl? Hey, girl, you pretty woo wop 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 wop," or somebody just hollering at you as you're going somewhere. You know what I mean? Um, I don't think that's ever going to come back in place again, into play. The more we get into this technology, because it's online dating,
Yeah.
it's like you could do everything online.
Even the Christians can date online now.
Christian mingle.
Yeah.
Everyone can get it online.
Grandparents too.
Yeah, they have a seniors meet or something.
They do.
You
And
know,
they actually go do shuffleboard and all bingo and all type of shit
mm-hmm.
together.
Yes, the physical connection is dead. That's a
To
shame.
me, if it's not taught in your household, and that's being washed away too because the mothers are becoming younger and younger.
Yes.
So the things of like cooking and cleaning and washing the dishes is just not just getting fader and fader away.
Mm.
So it's like, yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, good luck, y'all. I hope I'm not here to witness any of this new shit. Y'all think y'all about to send me through in America? Or anyway, I'm tired. But that's just how it's gonna be.
But
It's
I
gonna be
hope I'm here.
why.
Want to be
I'm
here
here more
forever.
in the bullshit with y'all. All
Right.
but I don't know. It's sad. Yeah, technology. If it's not taught in the home, then
That's
yeah,
it.
because a lot of the grandparents are gone.
Raising it. Yeah.
It's like grandparents who taught us, and we get older supposed to teach ours, and they supposed to waiting, but they're waiting till they're like 14 to have another kid. Like, huh? What? Oh, you're.
That's
I
way
don't
too
know.
young, but it's happening.
It's washing away.
Hmm.
It's washing, yeah.
I hope we can spark the brain that brings tradition back. Speaking
Yeah.
from a traditional person myself, I will little things you to death, and you'll remember it for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
Um,
that's beautiful.
yeah, it's me. I was taught that way. What's good with you people? It's your boy Truth Tella Young Skillz. And look, if you're out there and you want to be on an episode of True Session, I would love to have you on my studio. Let's work. All you got to do is reach out to me, let me know where you at, and let's get it in. If you have a track that you would love to get mastered by yours truly, please let me put my finishing touches on it. I definitely can guarantee you I will make it radio ready for you. Reach out to me. Let's work. Check out a new episode of True Sessions on YouTube or catch it on my Instagram or Facebook. Thank you for the love and support. I go by the name of Truth Tella Young Skillz. Peace. Thank you for staying with us, people. Welcome back. Welcome back. So we left off on technology, and the pretty much is finding the right person in 2026. And what does that consist of? I put up some roadblocks. The first roadblock I told you about was technology. The next roadblock I feel is dating. My third roadblock is gifts. But let's talk about the second roadblock, dating. Um,
Mm.
Dating in 2026 is a hard thing, and from my perspective, I feel like it's hard because of the somewhat expectation there is. Like, I would like to do a simple date, and me personally, I'm gonna just use me as an example and not talk about the whole male spectrum, because for you
Who's about
people
y'all?
that are happy out there, this ain't for you, you know. But for me, it seems like I don't have a lot of time on my hand. Thank God that I've been placed in a great position. Truth Teller Network is doing great. And we have 10 shows right now, working on getting a couple of more shows produced. So that list is going to be steadily growing. And what that means is my time is just non-existent. I don't have no free time. And for me, dating, I like to do something simple, a restaurant. We don't have to stay there for 9 hours. You know what I mean?
What the hell is y'all eating?
Right. It's just crazy. Or just like the movies. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I like to do a lot of stuff in my house. I got a nice, very big house, so
Yeah.
I have everything you can imagine at my house. If you want to go to the movies per se, I have 100-inch that we could just watch a movie on, and we don't have to go nowhere. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like all of these things, and I'm thinking about putting a little tiny bowling alley space in the basement, just a little. So if I want to do a little tiny cute thing with somebody, we could do something nice,
Yeah.
or just things. Or maybe we can go shoot pool or just something. But it seems like dating has transformed into this elaborate show.
Yeah.
From the preparation to the outfits to the actual places you can go. I'm sorry, TG Fridays, I'm happy. Applebee's.
Yeah.
If I simple, I'm not cheap, but it's like I don't mind. I don't care. You know what I mean?
But see, with you too, you'll go above and beyond. You've been in a relationship where I've been around, and you didn't went and spent. Yeah. How the hell you got an expensive ass hotel room with the jacuzzi and the foyer?
Oh yeah.
Like, what the fuck? I ain't no nigga ever did no shit like that for me. Like, are you serious? But yeah, I totally agree with you with 2026 dating is different.
It's definitely different.
It
And
is weird.
my thing is how I don't see it getting back. Do you see it going back to just being a basic thing again? or just something that two people can get together and enjoy no matter how extravagant?
I think once you cross those lines, it ain't no going back to what it was basic. It's just like a virgin and he lost his virginity. He ain't gonna want to go, what the hell? He gonna want to keep going. Yeah, it's no going back. Or for a girl that has her virginity and she loses it. Once it's gone, boo, it's gone. It's no going back. It's gonna only go from there. So it was basic. It was going to Olive Garden and Red Lobster and stuff was
Simple
the
stuff.
shit. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, man, you take me to Olive Garden, what?
Right.
Now it's like you
Endless
taking me
breadstick.
to Garden, Olive Garden, what?
Yeah, that's what
You
I see.
you making my eye twitch like, nigga, Olive Garden, that's the cheapest shit, the cheapest project shit that you ever take me to. But it's like, what? I like their greasy food.
All right.
I love their breadsticks and stuff.
And
And
they give you as
what's
much as you
wrong with
want.
that? Now they start going on the Cheesecake Factory. I've only eaten there like maybe once or twice,
I ate there, yeah,
but
a couple of times myself.
but
Yeah.
it was like one of them, yeah.
I thought it was too. When I went there, I thought it
No,
was a nice place. I thought it was a very established
it's
environment. I
no, it's
didn't.
on the
Yeah, it's on the shit list now.
yeah, it's on one of those, and it's like, well, where is everybody going then? I don't where
Then
what?
then I actually had a young lady that did not want to go to Ruth Chris. So to me, I didn't know. And it is a place that she named, and I've never heard of it, and I'm struggling to remember. But in my mind, when I thought that was like very top notch, and she said that her taste was a little bit better than that, and then she named this place that I've never heard, and I'm like, well, God, how much is this date about to be? You
Right,
know,
like
like I don't even know your middle name. You know, like I
yeah,
don't know you
right.
really.
I've
Uh,
ever only went to Roof Chris once, and that was with you and the family.
yeah,
That was it. I've never had a guy say, "Yeah, come on, let's go to Roof Chris." I would be the happiest Tinkerbell on the fucking. You want to take me to go eat that good ass shit?
that's how I
Hell
looked at it.
yeah, let's fucking go. But where is y'all need to drop the comments
Yeah,
now,
drop the comments.
please,
Where
because
where are
what's
you
over
dating?
Roof Chris? What's over Fuku Da Chao? What's over Mao Ming Wong? What the hell is over these things? Cause let me know, cause I haven't really been on a date in a very long time. It's been a very cause I don't know what the hell y'all doing.
Yeah, I don't know where is a good dating spot. I feel like my answers are basic as hell, and I would like to get some input too, especially from the community. I think that'll be very insightful, helpful, just
Yeah,
not even just for my benefit, for the people that are reading the comments after you leave your comment. It helps, helps people figure things out.
yeah.
If I had to, say something, I would probably. Now it was a place, and I think they closed. It was Bob's Burgers. It's a cartoon called Bob's
Burgers,
Burgers,
yeah.
but it's an actual restaurant named Bob's Burgers too, and it sort of looks just like the cartoon.
Really?
Now, I'm not 100%
That's what's
sure if
up.
they replicated the cartoon, but it's the same color scheme. It's the same kind of sort of layout.
Yeah.
And it was in Virginia.
Hmm.
So I don't know if they're still open or not, but stuff like that, I find that a creative place to go to a date. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh,
And
don't
it
go.
was not really expensive. So I don't
Yeah, I
know,
will go.
but yeah, people, leave your comments below. Let us know. And the third thing I want to get on is gifts. And then we're getting off of this and we're moving on. But gifts in 2026, from my perspective, let me know if you feel the same or if you feel different. But I feel like there has been an expectation for the male to give a certain type of gift. And from what I'm seeing, just using me as an example, the few ladies that I've talked to in the past, just to try to get to know them on our first or second conversations, not interactions, just like genuine conversations, I was expected to pay a bill. Now I don't know how it looks on the outside, but I'm still trying to get it. You know what I mean? I've been blessed with some things, but I'm still trying to get to a certain place in life,
Right.
and I haven't been blessed enough to say I can pay my mortgage and pay someone else's full rent. And especially for a person who I didn't know their last name or middle name. And I'm big on that. Like if I don't know you, then I don't want to
Right.
do that much for you. And we hadn't even went on a first date, hadn't met in person at all,
Hmm.
and genuinely first and second conversations, and it's like, damn, these gifts, like, I know there has to be some men out there doing that. I genuinely don't know these brothers. Like that don't exist in my friend group. But maybe I was dating when the change happened and then I got out my situation and this is what it's like now. But I never knew this to be a thing. And this seems like it's a very new 2026 thing.
Yeah.
Is that something that you can attest to? Is women wanting this level of gifts for initiation? Is this new or this has been going on for a while?
To me, it depends on the woman and her stature, where she's going or coming from. Me, I'm old-fashioned. You can't just blind me with gifts to try to distract me that you're a loser at the end of the fucking day. So that's what a
Yeah,
lot of
that's what it
people
is.
that's what a lot of people, and I think the bigger the gift, the more the fucking loser you are at the end of the day. So, I don't know if you have a woman that is a gold digger, as they say, but she just acquire a man to be on her shit and she likes to be spoiled in that lavish stuff, then hey, that's your feng shui, I guess. I don't know. But me, I'm old school. I like consistency. So if it's some shit that you start with me, you have to keep it up.
Hmm.
You just can't open my door one day and then 1 year later open it again. Nigga, what happened to the other days? So if you're gonna give me a gift, okay, cool, that's cool. But sometime down the line, pop up with another gift. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I'll start getting the idea of like, yeah, he really is trying to pursue me or da 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 da. But come to me and you got a Ferrari and you don't know my last name and my middle. Something going on with you. I'm scared.
I think that
That's
falls under
crazy.
love bombing. Like
Love bombing.
now, n- hey, I ain't fellas. Don't get mad at me. You know what I mean? We ain't exposing no secrets. We just talking. All right, fellas. But look, a lot of love bombing comes out of guilt, and it's to cover up X, Y, and Z. Said situation you might not know about, and it's a distraction tactic. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
it's all a mental game, and a lot of people are good at it.
yeah,
So I know that to be a thing, but what I'm seeing now is the opposite, and I don't know if
yeah,
it's a name for it. Cause I know love bombing is when I'm throwing it out there, and keeping you distracted. You looking left when the right hand is doing a whole bunch of other shit you just don't see. But
Mhm.
now it's like, is it receive bombing? Like they want so much
Reverse bombing.
reverse bombing.
There you go. We're just gonna call it that.
Yeah, I hate reverse
It
bombing.
is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I say, you just can't distract me with gifts to cover up that you slacking on this or that. And don't get me wrong, ain't nobody perfect, but don't make that situation seem like that when it
Mm-hmm.
really isn't with
Yeah.
these gifts that people gives. And if you're giving, give with a clean heart, y'all. If you don't know what a clean heart are, look it up in the damn dictionary. Don't stop giving people shit with strings attached.
Give to receive. That's what
Just,
some people
just,
do.
just stop the
They
shit.
just they give because they're only giving it because they're expecting you to do something.
Just stop it. Just give it and don't ever expect it to come back.
Hmm.
Just don't.
I
Just
practice
yeah.
that hard.
It'll
Like
come around in another way. Believe me, if you gave it with a genuine heart.
you get it tenfold, like every time. That's why I know I know for a fact I'm blessed. Cause
Yay.
and I was trying to talk to some of my homeboys about it, but it's like they don't like talking about church or none of that religious stuff. But it's like at some point you have to recognize a higher power.
Yeah.
At some point, because and when I like using myself as an example, but
Wear your
I
tux.
asked and I received. Certain
Yeah.
things that I asked for and I genuinely prayed for, and it did not happen when I wanted it to. It did not happen when I needed it to at all.
Yeah.
But now things are finally coming together, and it's
Mhm.
so unexpected for me because it's like you pray, you pray, you pray, you pray, you have faith, you have faith, then you're tested, your faith wavers,
Mhm.
and I was at that wavering point, and not to say that I was going to turn my back on what I believe in, but it's like, yo, things are not going right. What what am I doing so wrong for things not to be going right at all?
Right.
And it
Mhm.
feels like I was at my wits end, and then the dots start connecting. Bam, 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 and it's just been a crazy roller coaster ride. So I know for a fact you don't necessarily have to believe in God, but there is a higher power. There is something that is guiding our footsteps.
Hmm.
We can't take credit for that. So
Yeah.
something to recognize.
Something to recognize.
Mhm. One thing I wanted to talk about, and this will probably be like the last two things, but achieving accomplishments. I love that topic.
Yeah. Achieving
Um,
accomplishments.
the things that I feel make up achieving your accomplishments. One, drive, seeing it through and following it up. Let's talk about the drive. That initial first step. A lot of people don't take that first step. Why do you think people don't take their first step to accomplishing their goals?
They fear things they don't understand, and they're fucking lazy. Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you. Get off your ass, you're lazy. You just
Two
want
great
Yeah, you
answers.
just want somebody to keep doing shit. And a lot of people are the way they are because they have been enabled. They have enablers that come around and say, "Oh yeah, I'll wash your ass for you so you never have to."
Hmm.
So I think that's what that is,
Hmm.
that people don't get the hell up.
Hmm.
Start, or they're scared to. They don't know how or results. A lot of people don't deal with rejection very well.
No, they don't.
So yeah, through therapy, I'm finding that out.
Hmm.
The numbers on that, and that's crazy.
Yeah, it is very crazy. I think outside of that, it may be a lack of understanding. I know some people think that they have to go into any certain situation knowing every single thing. No, you don't. You
Right.
definitely don't. And a lot of the times that you can't even get the ball rolling is because you're overthinking it. You're
Mm-hmm.
overthinking it, you're overanalyzing it, and the time is still moving. So you look
Yeah.
up, months and months have passed and you still haven't done anything. So those are great answers. Being a lazy ass person. You know what I mean? In 2026,
Yeah,
stop being lazy.
please.
Um, recognize that you don't need to understand every single aspect of what it is you're trying to do
Right.
and accomplishing said goal. Know that along the way in doing it, you'll learn things, you know what I mean? And especially if it's a team driven type of goal, you'll be around personalities and people that can benefit and help you achieve that goal.
Hmm.
And I'm pretty sure with them bringing something to the table, you'll be able to bring something to the table as well that'll help that goal be achieved even faster, you
Right.
know? Um, and I think the last thing is just fear. Like you said, don't be afraid to take the first step.
Right.
I know it's going to be hard. It's not always going to be easy. It's not always going to be sunshine and Skittles and shit. But
I love
understand that
Skittles.
I love Skittles too. I can't. I'm not supposed to be eating them, but I swear I had a pack. I'm gonna stop doing dumb stuff though. But not having that fear, or learn how to operate from a place of fear. Just be scared and do it. You know what I mean? Because taking that first step and starting it, even with that fear that you have, is better than sitting back with regret.
No regrets. Don't have no regrets.
None,
It's not,
none,
yeah, no
none.
regret.
Um,
You don't want to die with regrets because then you can't fix them
you can't.
because you're dead.
So after you take that first step, seeing it through,
Yes.
accomplishing your goals is not always just about that first step, but you have to take it.
Yeah.
See it through. Make sure that if you want to run a marathon, you have to see that through. So if your marathon is in 4 months, seeing it through means training, means changing your diet,
Mhm.
means you might have to get up early some days, and you're going to have to get to training after work some days, depending on how your lifestyle is, if you have a 9 to 5. So that level of dedication is what help you see it through. Now, Fee, I'm gonna ask you, why do you think most people don't see it through? And when I say it through, I mean
Whatever that
accomplishing their
is.
goals.
Right. They don't see the finish. They don't see themselves elevated to the next level, maybe. To me, like the race, you have to actually see yourself finishing the race. And that's like, should give you a lot of motivation and drive to finish the race or finish what you started when it came to your goals.
Hmm.
So you have to just see and visualize yourself actually finishing it.
Hmm.
And it'll happen, I think.
Hmm. I heard if you build it, they will come. I didn't understand that, but I heard that when I was about 7 or 8 years old.
Mhm.
And if you're a movie buff, get with me and get me right. But it was a guy at the table using his mashed potatoes to build a mountain. And his family was like, man, this guy is tripping out. He's spazzing out. But he kept saying, if you build it, they will come. If you build it, they will come. I don't remember the name of the movie, but I was a child when I saw it. That quote stuck with me my whole life because that scene creeped me out. But I understand that as an adult, and me trying to build something right now, and what I'm building and the views that are coming in off of what I'm doing, I get it. I built it and
There's
they
more
are coming,
coming. Yeah,
you
and
know?
more will come.
Yeah, I hope and pray,
Yeah,
Lord.
and more will come
Lord, please.
because you're still building. So more will come.
Thank you, Fee. We need more to come. Uh, After you see it through,
Mhm.
following it up. Now, what do I mean by that? So let's say you achieved your goal. Your goal, once again, let's go back to our race analogy. So you were running your race, you did everything right. You actually crossed that finish line. Now, following up on your goal, was that it for you? You see what I mean? Is there
Yeah.
more to your goal? Do
Mhm.
you want to tell people about your goal? Do you want to inspire other people to get off their ass and race? Maybe along the journey of you preparing in that 4, 5, or 6 months preparing for that long marathon race, things happened in your life that
Mhm.
would have knocked anybody else off, and anybody else would have said, you know what, I'm not doing it because this situation is too drastic, it's too critical. But you prevailed, you pursued your goal, and you achieved your goal. So following through, maybe following through is you explaining that story to other people to give them motivation and understand that, hey, you know what, this isn't the worst.
Right.
Somebody else went through way worse than I went through trying
Mhm.
to achieve the same goal. So if they did, I know I can do it. You
Mhm.
never know how powerful your story is in following through. So we're using a race analogy, but that can be anything. And for me, following through is sharing your experience with others. Um, can you name a time where you achieved a goal and afterward you followed through? You spoke about it and you motivated other people and whatever that goal is, whatever it was. Do you
Mhm.
have a time?
Yeah, when I did my rap shows and stuff, I sat back and I watched how it was done. I was a follower before I did my own lead. So once I did that, I got in contact with clubs and made deals with clubs. Had to get out there, find the artists. I had to because the whole goal was to put these people on stage and let them be heard throughout their community as well. I had to put that in my head. Oh my God, a rap show. And I did, and I started moving my feet towards each step to put these people on stage. And you come out, you got them on camera.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So that was one of my goals that I did back then.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And I hope you get back to that soon.
Yeah, soon, soon.
That's going to be real nice.
Yeah,
Those were fun times.
those were fun times.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I meant by following up. And those were my three things that I feel that will build and help you accomplish your achievements, accomplish your goals. Just make sure that you have the drive. You
Yeah.
know, you not only have the drive, you're seeing it through.
Hmm.
And after you see it through, you follow up. So remember those three things if you can when you're trying to achieve whatever goal you're trying to achieve.
Yeah, I do agree.
Last thing I want to talk about, and then we up out of here, people, because we got like a lot of stuff on the list that we got to get done today, and you'll be seeing more of it too if you're locked in with Truth Teller Network.
There
So
you go.
thank you.
Lock in.
Lock in. The job is never done. The job is never done.
Right.
When I say that, what am I speaking about? What I'm speaking about specifically is it's never over. You know what I mean? Every good person that is great at what they do, they never cut it off. I'll pick an analogy out of the sky, but let's use Kobe Bryant. The job was never done for him.
Mm-hmm.
After the game, he was in the gym, working out, training, doing everything, preparing, meal prep, making sure he had a good life balance and NBA work life balance as well. The job is never done for him. What else does that mean? Before every game, he was in a gym shooting thousands of shots, working on his signature step away, fade away shot, making sure that he can be the best he could be, understanding, looking at, studying tape, just making sure he could be the best person, not player, the best person who touched the wood that night. That is what I mean by the job is never done. Even when the people in your field say it's over, you're the one that's studying, that's trying to be better, that's trying to take it to the next level. When they're posting once a day, you're posting 50 times a day. You see what I mean? When they say, "Oh, I'm tired," you know what? That's your time to turn up. That's what I mean by the job is never done. Fee, do you have an example that you can give to where you feel like the job is never done?
Oh yeah, me and motherhood. That's something you step your feet in, it'll never be done because every day is something. Oh Lord Jesus, all the way until the child died. Yeah, it's never done. It's always something. It doesn't matter if your kids are grown or whatever. You have that relationship with your child, they're always going to come around. It's always going to be something. Me, I'm very family oriented. So yeah, the family gatherings and get-togethers and the holidays and stuff, like I'm real big on that. So bring the family around. Your child's gonna come too. And don't let your child get old enough to know how to make a child. So that's even more of you never being now you're a grandma so,
Right.
of another child that you just got rid of one child and she bought you a whole new fresh child.
Right.
So it ain't it's never done. It's a beautiful thing, but that's something really that being a mom, it's like everyday thing.
Yeah, and I could say in using your analogy, I think that that job is never done, but you have to be proactive in it
hmm
because you don't want your kids to be in a situation where they don't feel comfortable calling and asking for your help, or they're trying to just figure it out, because what ends up happening is you have to bail them out and get that you have to work twice as hard to correct their mess up when they should have called you in the first place. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's a job that's never done. I can't wait till I get on that job though. That's a job that I want to clock into, hopefully
Be
I could do it
careful what
soon.
you wish for.
Look, I'm ready. I got
Lord.
space for them. And look, we get mad. You go to this corner of the house, and I don't got to see you. I don't have to. We don't have to see each other.
Mm,
But no, I
mhm.
think that's real dope. The more the merrier. That's how I feel about me and kids, and I probably feel that way because I don't have any.
You do. It's 2026. It's not. Mm-mm.
Yeah, yeah, I don't see it happening for me.
Yeah, no, it'll happen for you. It just be unexpectedly happen for me too. So for so many years, I thought I couldn't have kids,
Hmm.
and because of the Depo-Provera shot,
Hmm.
that prevents that. My doctor was like, "Who told you you couldn't have kids?" I was like, "Maybe life. I don't know."
Right.
But yeah, once you go for it, I say go for you. Everybody should have one.
Hmm.
Everyone should at least have one, so you can
Not everybody.
I know you'll be a great father because you're established. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? You don't have no fucked up stuff going on like a lot of these men lay up and whisper in these girls' ears do.
Hmm.
When you actually can bring a whole goddamn house and land to the table for your pregnant, whoever you get pregnant, and that's her security. That's good for her. A
Hmm.
lot of females don't even have that opportunity before they even bring a child in the world. So
Hmm.
I know if you do it, your child is gonna be, yeah, you'll be a great fucking father, a great dad.
I feel like I
But
would be.
it it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen so unexpected.
Yeah, I know they'd be a little
Yeah.
brainiac because they're gonna have to be up on that tech. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
Although tech is killing our human interaction, I'm like 2 years ahead of all you niggas. Nah, but thank you, people.
Yeah.
Thank you, people, man. We had fun. I had fun on this one, Fee. I had
Oh
fun.
yeah.
We can't be going like 3 months again. You know what I mean? We got
Yeah.
feed the people. It's been too long. I know y'all
I'm
missed us.
trying to feed y'all. No, I'm trying.
We missed y'all. We missed y'all so
Yeah.
much. But like I said, we have some other work and other things coming out for you guys.
Yeah.
Fee's about to go get into the studio. Oh yeah, so you'll be seeing her True Sessions episode, and hey, look out for her. I'm working on Kicks and Politics and some other shows as well. Look out for all the shows on the networks, and I
Yeah.
want to give a real big shout outs. I hope you guys are watching too. I'd be pissed off if you're not watching. But
Right.
shout outs to the Winner Circle podcast, man. My guys, you know, they had their first live show. Um, and if you didn't hear the clap, you saw us clap. I'll be making sure the audio
You
real
see
good.
me clap.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. I'll be making sure the audio good. So, but no, they had their first live show, and that was such a major accomplishment. And I just really want to give them a shout out. So shout outs to you guys, and shout outs to everybody else on the network as well.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing their thing. It's a lot of people to name, and we're about to sign off right now. But when we start the next show, I'm shouting out everybody by name, by show title.
There you
But
go.
thank you guys for the love and the support. Make sure you check out Fee's latest project. Type in Sexy Fee on all streaming platforms. She'll pop right up. I go by the name of Truth Tella Young Skillz. You've been watching another exciting episode of Live from the South Side, and we'll see you on the next one, people. Peace.
Peace.